Today we will try to create a small car and let's see if we can make it drive. Okay, so to start with the car, let's go and first take this oval tool and um, I'm just going to draw a random oval here, and now I'm going to take a rectangular tool and I'm just going to draw that as well. Maybe I can make this a little smaller. So I'm selecting the oval and the rectangle, and I'm going to go and align them so that they are both center aligned to each other. Now let's access the drawing tools format tab and choose the merge shape options, and we're going to just go and say union at this point of time. So now let's get and make us a few more changes. I'm just going to take this right triangle shape, draw it, and let me rotate it. I'm pressing the shift key as I'm rotating it so that I can rotate it in 15-degree increments. I think that should work. I'm also going to press the control and shift tools so that I can drag and make a copy of that one. Get it here. Sorry, it didn't work. Let me try it again. Yes. And this one again is rotated. So let's take this particular shape there, this one here, select the two of them, Control G to group them, and I'm going to take the middle shape and distribute them evenly. It's not working. Okay, it won't distribute because it's a group, so I'm just have to say align center. That works. I can ungroup these by Control Shift G. I'm going to select the original shape and one of the corner shapes. And this point of time, I'm going to go to merge shapes again, and I think fragment is going to work there. So I'm just going to take the remaining parts and delete it. Yes, and I'm going to do the same thing here as well. Choose fragment again and get rid of that part. Let's now draw another oval. Since I'm going to overlap it over here, probably a good idea to make it in another color. There you go. We push it a little up so the curvature is similar. Take this shape and the other shape there, and again go and choose combine. Yes, that works. So let's go and draw a perfect circle now. I'm pressing the shift key with the oval tool as I draw this. I'm going to get the circle here for a wheel. Control Shift drag to create another wheel. Take both wheels, Control G to group them, and again let's go and align it to the center with them. Control Shift G again to ungroup the wheels. So now actually, I probably need the wheel again after cutting it across, so I'm just going to make a copy of both the wheels, and that's easily done by pressing Control Shift both the keys together and dragging it down. So now that this is done, I'm going to take the main car shape, the wheel shape, and choose merge shape and subtract. That's exactly what I'm looking for. We'll do it again. It's done. So now if I take both the wheel shapes up over there, you're going to see it's going to exactly touch it, and we don't want something to that extent. So what I want to do at this point of time is let's go to the drawing tools format tab, and here's the size area. I'm going to click on size. I'm going to make sure that the lock aspect ratio option is chosen here, and I'm going to change the scale height to 99%, so just a wee bit smaller. So now that they're a little smaller, let's take them up, and I'm going to use the arrow keys on my keyboard to nudge them. If you want more control, you can press the control key as you nudge them. Okay. It's not too realistic, but that's okay because you're sort of making a cartoonish car. And if you really want to make it smaller, I think that would give you a better result. Let's go and make it 98, 97. I think, yeah, that's better. Okay. Since these are wheels actually, and when they animate, you will know a circle going around. You won't be able to make up the animation. So we're going to go and change the shape, edit shape, change shape, and I'm just going to take one of these options in the flowchart category. Okay, so we are done with this now. And if you want, you could actually make a center over here for the car. That should work. Let me take the car as well and align them to the center. And this time I'm going to take both of them and combine them at this point of time. Oh, sorry, union is actually what I need. If you want, you can get fancy. I'm just going to do something. I'm not going to explain it, but you can see what I'm doing. Let's imagine this is the face of a person. Duplicate this. And this is actually the person sitting over there. And I'm just going to take this again. And I'm going to squish this up. Get it here. Maybe it's the arm of the person. Duplicate this again. It's probably the steering wheel. Okay, so just going to make a union of those shapes. They're not perfect. As I told you, they are just cartoonish. So this one is going to get behind. If you want, you can change the color, but I'm okay with this. I can probably change the size though and make it a little larger. Probably can change the color too. We group the main body of the car and the person so that when we animate they move together. And we're at this point of time we are done. So let's take everything together, group them for a while so that we can make them smaller proportionately. Get this one here, ungroup them again, and now we're just going to go to animations, add animation, and I'm going to scroll down and take the option that says motion path. You can't see it because it's actually going under the screen there, but I've chosen motion paths line and you can see that it's got a motion path added. Essentially we shouldn't have done that. Let's undo it for now and look at a better way. So I'm going to select just the car and I'm going to say add animation and I'm going to say more motion paths so that you can see exactly what I'm adding. And I'm going to go and just take this option that says right, going towards the right. Okay, and there's you can see this, the green dot is the starting point and red is the ending point. So I'm just going to select this one and take it a little off. And we really don't have to worry too much at this point of time. One animation is enough. Just reduce the size of the viewing area. Select all of them. Push them outside the slide. You can see the motion path, the starting point also went off the slide accordingly. And I'm going to get this out of the slide area. So it starts outside the slide and ends out the slide. Good idea for me to just go to the animation and also change it to after previous so that I don't have to click for it to happen, and you can see how this works out. So at this point of time it seems to be working fine, but our wheels are not animating. So the easiest way to do the animation now is take the animation, go to the animation tab of the ribbon, choose the animation painter, and now I'm going to click on the wheel So the same animation is copied to the wheel as well. And click on the animation painter again and copy on the second wheel as well. Now the fact is these are all set to after previous, but we want the other two animations to happen along with the main body of the car. So what I'm going to do at this point of time is get the animation pane here, select these other two animations and set them to with previous. So all three will happen at the same time. And I could sort of play it as well. Let's do it in reading view and you can see how it works out. It's pretty fast. So maybe we can make it a little slower. And its duration is set to 2 seconds, so I'm just going to make it like 4 seconds and let's play it now. That's good enough. But you see the wheels are not spinning at the same time. So as you can see, this animation is set to 4 seconds. Just remember that. So let's take and go and select both the wheels. Add animation, go to emphasis and choose spin. So a spin is essentially 360 degrees and you want these animations to happen along with the previous ones. So we go and set them back to with previous. And you can see exactly what's happening now. It's animating but only part of the way. So what we can do now is we can select these animations, right click, choose effect options, and rather than doing 360 degrees we could just go doing 2 spins, but you know we want 4 spins, so we're going to go to custom and choose 1440, that is 360 into 4. Since there's no OK button here, you have to make sure that you press the enter key. Do that. And what you could do is you could set the timing to be 4 seconds to match what we have it earlier, but you don't see a 4-second option here, but you know exactly, you can actually go and type here and that works. Hit enter again and you're done, and this works for 4 seconds. Alternatively, you could always go here and change the duration to 4 seconds. Let's see how this works now. And so we created a car, a very basic car, and animated it in PowerPoint.